What's going on? Zach Adelstein here with Daily Ed Sports, bringing you another college football video. Today, going to be talking about the Saturday slate over on Underdog. We've been talking about it all week. A really good slate. Go through it again. Have some fun. Doing this on Friday afternoon. Some fun games tonight. TCU at Arizona State. Florida State at Virginia will be really interesting. Tomorrow, Notre Dame, Arkansas. Arkansas has been getting a lot of steam. Actually, today that line went from 6.5 to 4.5. Moving on down to some of the bigger games, we have LSU, Ole Miss. We have Oregon State at Washington. We have Auburn at A&M, that middle slate. Moving to the night slate, Bama, Georgia. Oregon at Penn State for a whiteout game. Even going down to the end, I think that BYU Colorado game will be interesting. San Jose State, Stanford could get interesting for sure. All things we're going to be covering over on Daily Ed Sports. If you're not on Daily Ed Sports, we're going to make it easy for you. Scan right there. All you got to do is scan that QR code. It'll take you straight to our website. You can join in all the fun, get all of our picks, get all of our tools, figure out which membership tier works for you. Putting out some college football plays, have some for tonight, going to have some for later this week as well. For tomorrow, going to have NFL plays. Pretty soon, we're going to be having football. I believe next week or the week after, we're going to have 62 straight games of football between NFL and college. The best time of the year. October is the best sports month of the year, and you don't want to miss it over at Daily Edge Sports. All right, let's jump into this, the slate, see what we have. First game I want to go into would have been the biggest slate, would have been the biggest game on most years. Not now. It's kind of getting overlooked, but in another place I really want to look. Coming down here, he's buried down there, but we got Jeremy Bernard. He's actually been the top wide receiver for Alabama. Ryan Williams out for a week with a concussion. Played 3 games so far this year. And kind of look at what he's done. If you come down here and look, against Florida State, that big game, he had 8 receptions on 14 targets for 146 yards. Louisiana Monroe didn't need to do much. Still put up 67 yards on 3 receptions, 3 targets. Against Wisconsin, again, they blew them out a couple weeks ago. 4 receptions on 5 targets for 62 yards. He's sitting here at 58.5 receiving yards. They're going up against the Georgia team, which historically has been pretty good against the pass. But if you look at what they've done this year, they just gave up 338 passing yards to Tennessee. Big game. They're not playing as well as they have on defense. And I think that Alabama is going to come to play. This is the first time Alabama has gone to Georgia in, I believe, a decade. Even with Ryan Williams on the field, he's getting plenty of targets. He has a ADOT over 11 yards and he's averaging over 8 yards yet. So he's going to get some yards after the catch. He's a quick dude. We've seen both of these defenses struggle. The total here is 53.5. I think this game plays to the over. Georgia's favored by 3.5 here. I think this could be, a 35-31 game. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, even if a team pulls away, a 38-24 game. There's going to be a lot of yards here. There's going to be a lot of points here. Neither one of these defenses has played great to start the year. I think this is just going to be a fun game. It's kind of the new SEC with a lot of offense. Moving down the line, another game that's actually, I think, interesting now. If we can find it here. We have Duke at Syracuse. 2 big-time offenses. Been doing a lot. Syracuse, last week we were on Steve Angeli's pass attempts. Got hurt there in the second half, kind of hurt that prop. Prayers up to him. Ricky Collins is pretty suitable backup, though. But I think they're going to go back and lean on their running back. Asim Willis, missed a week due to injury. Kind of got hurt, I think, and banked up in that Tennessee game, or in that Connecticut game, excuse me. You can see what he did against Tennessee, 23 carries for 91 yards. Last week against a Clemson team, which isn't as good as we thought they would be, but they're still Clemson. They do have a pretty good defense. 18 carries for 94 yards. Did have a reception as well. He's sitting at 72.5 yards here. Duke has a decent game, but in both FBS games they've played this year, they've given up at least 98, 97 rush yards in their games. Last week against NC State, they gave up 158 rushing yards to their running backs. They're giving up some yards on the ground. I think they're going to have to hand the ball off to take some pressure off of their quarterback too. This was actually going to be, just talking about Ricky Collins, at one point he was going to be the starter. I believe they took him to ACC Media Days thinking that he was going to be the starter. Steve Angeli kind of came on late and won that starting job. So this is a capable quarterback, but I do think they're going to use their very talented running back to take some heat off of him. Last place I'm going to go here on this three man is kind of last year was kind of a blankie, if you want to say. It was a great place to go if you just needed a pair, needed something to put with your. There we go. If you needed something to put with your play. That's Jeremiah Love, Notre Dame running back, rushing touchdowns. I don't really want to hit this 1.5, although he has 2 touchdowns in each of the last 2 games. One of those was a receiving touchdown against A&M. But come over here, rushing touchdown. Like we talked about, Notre Dame is going to Arkansas. They are only 4.5-point favorites now. That's come down from 6.5. A lot of steam sitting there on Arkansas. A lot of big sharps have been coming in on Arkansas, but they're gonna run their hot hand. This game has a really high total, 63.5-point total, which is crazy for a Notre Dame game. Close game still. This is going to be a 33-30 kind of game. And Love is going to get opportunities to get into the end zone. There's no reason he's not going to get opportunities to get to the end zone. He has goal line carries. They have been giving Price a little bit more run, but with that implied team total around 33, 35, he's going to have shots at it. Last year he had a touchdown in every regular season game. He did not against Miami to start the year, but since then he has 4 touchdowns through 2 games. But yeah, I think this is a really good spot. You do have to pay some tax on that play, but I think that is a great pair for some places you want to go. Going back over these, looking over them, we have Jeremy Bernard at Georgia, big game, 58.5 receiving yards. We have Yasim Willis kind of helping out his quarterback, over 72.5 rushing yards. We have Jeremiah Love keeping his streak alive with 1 or more rushing touchdowns. It's kind of where we're at here. Gonna put this slip in. We're gonna have more slips tonight and tomorrow morning on our Discord. And again, all you got to do is just right there, scan that and get in. So we hope to see you guys soon. I hope y'all have a great college football week, and we will see y'all next week. Peace.